Hello students. In last class we have discussed about evaporation. In today's class let's discuss about activity 8 which is related to evaporation. Let's get into it. Activity 8. For doing this activity we need to take few drops of spirit and 2 petri dishes. Petri dishes looks like shallow glass or it may be in plastic cylindrical shape which are used in our laboratory. Keep one of the dishes containing spirit under a ceiling fan and switch on the fan. Keep another dish with its lid closed. Observe the quantity of spirit in both dishes after 5 minutes. By observing this all 5 points, you may get doubt called how does that petri dishes look like. If you observe here, there are two pictures and we call these as a petri dishes, one with its lid opened and another with its lid closed. What do you notice? So we kept petri dishes, 2 petri dishes under the ceiling fan, one with its lid closed and another with its lid opened. We poured few drops of spirit in 2 petri dishes and we observed the quantity after 5 minutes. What we observed? You will notice that spirit in the dish that is kept under the ceiling fan disappears. So we have taken 2 petri dishes, one with its lid opened and another with its lid closed, and we poured few drops of spirit in both dishes. The opened dish will be escaped. The dish which with its lid open will be have some change in the quantity of the spirit, and the dish which is closed and there will be no change in the quantity of the spirit. So if you observe here, whereas you will find some spirit left in the dish that is kept the lidded dish, means the closed lidded dish. What could be the reason for this change? So for this change, what will be the reason? To answer that above questions, you need to understand process of evaporation. For answering that questions, you need to understand the process of evaporation. The molecules of the spirit that is kept in petri dish continuously move with a random speeds in various directions. If you observe, the molecules in spirit of the petri dishes will be moving with a random speeds in various directions. As a result, these molecules collide with other molecules. So we can find molecules in spirit, and that molecules will be moving continuously moving with a random speeds in various directions, and that molecules will be colliding with other molecules which is present in the spirit. So if you observe here, there are some molecules which are colliding with other molecules and they are moving with a random speeds in various directions. During the collision, they transfer energy to other molecules. So we have observed that molecules are colliding with other molecules. During that collision, what happens? The energy they will be transferring to the other molecules. The molecules inside the liquid collide with molecules at the surface. The molecules which are present inside of the liquid that will be colliding on the surface molecules. The molecules at the surface acquire that energy. The transferring of energy which are presented from the molecules which are inside the liquid, that will be acquired from the surface molecules and it may fly off from the surface. Some of these escaping molecules may be directed back into liquid. So the escaping molecules will be fly off from the surface and it may be directed back into liquid when they collide with the particles of air. So in air there will be some particles. The escaping molecules will be colliding with the particles which is present in air and it will be coming back to the liquid. If the number of escaping molecules is greater than the number returned, so when the escaping molecules number is greater than of the number returned means number of molecules returned, then the number of molecules in the liquid decreases. So when the escaping molecules number is greater than the number returned, what happens? The liquid which has the molecules, huge number of molecules, what happens? The liquid decreases. Thus, when a liquid is exposed to air, the molecules at the surface keep on escaping. When the liquid is exposed to air, when more liquid is exposed to more air, what happens? The molecules which are present at the surface will be keep on escaping from the surface till entire liquid, means all the liquid will be disappears into air. Then this process is called what? Evaporation, and we call this process is called as evaporation. Okay, let us determine the reason for faster evaporation of spirit kept under the fan. Let us determine the reason. What is the reason for faster evaporation of spirit which is kept under the fan? So we can see here, fan, we kept a petri dish with its lid open. Already inside that petri dish there is a spirit. The air which is coming from fan is colliding with the molecules of spirit and evaporation taking place there. If air is blown over the liquid surface in an open pan or petri dish, the number of molecules returned is reduced to a large extent. So, example, if air is blown over the liquid surface in an open pan, so air is blown over the liquid surface in an open pan or petri dish, the number of molecules that returned is reduced to a large extent. This is because any molecule escaping from the surface, if you take any molecule which is escaping from the surface is blown away from the vicinity of the liquid. So if you observe, vicinity is nothing but area or surrounding. So liquid which is present at that area or at that surrounding, what happens? That will be escaping. So this increases the rate of evaporation. When there is more air blown, what happens? There will be high rate of evaporation. When that air blown is less, what happens? There you can observe low rate of evaporation. This is the reason why the spirit in petri dishes that is kept under the ceiling fan evaporates quickly when compared to that kept closed. So this is the reason. So this is the reason. Up to now we have discussed, that is the reason why the spirit in the petri dishes that kept under the ceiling fan evaporates quickly when compared to that kept closed, then you will notice that cloths dry faster when a wind is blowing. So if you observe, the cloths will be dried up very fastly when there is a huge wind is blowing. So finally we can say that evaporation is a surface phenomena. So evaporation is a surface phenomena. Phenomena means what, ma? The things which are happening around us is known as phenomena, and surface phenomena is known as evaporation. So evaporation will be taking place at the surface, and we can also define evaporation as change in phase from liquid to gas. So evaporation can also be defined as change in phase from liquid to gas. So it can be defined as evaporation is defined as change in phase from liquid to gas. Why do we sweat while doing work? So you know sweat, right? So we will be doing lots of work in our house or outside of our houses or in jobs. We'll be doing so many works. Why do we sweat while doing work? Let's see. When we do work, we spend our energy. So without energy we can't do work, right? So mostly in the form of heat energy. So while doing work, we spend energy in the form of heat energy from the body. As a result, the temperature, so there will be body temperature, right? So temperature of the skin becomes higher, and the temperature of our skin becomes higher, then the water in the sweat glands, the water which is present in our sweat glands starts evaporating. This evaporation cools the body. When the water which is present in our sweat glands, that will be evaporating when the temperature of our skin becomes higher. Due to that evaporation, it cools our body. Okay, previously we have discussed about rate of evaporation of liquids. Now in this slide, let's see which will be depending for that rate of evaporation of a liquid. Number 1, surface area. Number 2, temperature. Number 3, wind speed. And number 4, humidity. So when surface area is more, evaporation will be more. When temperature is more, evaporation will be more. When wind speed is more, evaporation will be more. When humidity is more, then the evaporation will be less. Why? What is the definition for humidity? The air which has water molecules, that is known as humidity. So consider there is a saucer here. In saucer there is water. There is a water here in that saucer, and air is blowing from this side. Air is blowing from this side. In air we can find molecules, right? In air also there will be molecules. In water also there will be molecules. So in water also there will be molecules. We already discussed about evaporation. What is meant by evaporation? The escaping of water molecules from the surface, that is known as evaporation. And what is the definition for humidity? The air which has water molecules is known as humidity. So for evaporation, this air should have molecules that should be collided with these water molecules, and it should be fly away. It should be fly away. That is known as evaporation. In the rate of evaporation of liquids, if you see humidity, so humidity has the water molecules. The air has water molecules is known as humidity. So when this air has water molecules, what happens? This water molecule will be colliding with this water molecule which is present in this liquid. What happens? The quantity of the water will be increased, so that in evaporation humidity doesn't take place in anywhere. So we discussed about humidity. Now let's see about surface area. So what is meant by surface area? If you observe this saucer, this opening place is there, that is known as surface area. When this surface area is more, what happens? Then the evaporation, rate of evaporation will be more. And temperature. What is meant by temperature? So we know that the degree of hotness or coldness of our body is known as temperature, right? So if you keep this saucer on your terrace, what happens? There will be temperature. Temperature is nothing but sunlight. So when the temperature is more, what happens? When the temperature is more, what happens? Evaporation also will be more. Wind speed, air. So in air there will be molecules, and that air molecules will be colliding with the molecules which are present in liquid, and due to that collision, energy will be transferred from one molecule to another molecule. What happens? That molecule will be taking away of other molecules. Then the evaporation takes place, and we call it as a escaping of molecules. So when the wind speed is more, then the evaporation will be more. When there is a huge blowing of air, then what happened? There will be huge escaping molecules in the liquid. Okay, ma? So I think everyone understood. Thank you.